ओके सवाज हाँ there. स्नेहा मेहता रिसिता then next all of you write today graphical representation of motion. Everybody write down graphical representation of motion. Graphical representation of motion. And in that graphical representation of motion, you write distance time graph. First heading you will give distance time graph. Distance time graph. A distance time graph, write down everybody. A distance time graph provides information about distance time graph provides information about how far an object has moved, with time. Distance time graph provides information about how far an object has moved with time. In this graph, time is plotted on x-axis. In this graph, time is plotted on x-axis. In this graph, time is plotted on x-axis and distance is plotted on y-axis. Distance is plotted on y-axis. Then, distance time next heading you write subheading distance time graph for an object at rest. Distance time graph for an object at rest. See here, distance time graph provides, or it is a plot between this time is plotted on x-axis, distance is plotted on y-axis. Distance is plotted on y-axis, time is plotted on the plot in which distance is plotted on x-axis. Sorry, y-axis, distance is plotted on y-axis and time on x-axis. That plot is called distance time graph. And for an object, all of you imagine here we have time 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds. Here we have distance 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter, 20 meter, 25 meter, 30 meter. And if a straight line is passing, say here, at time equal to 5 seconds, what is the distance covered by the object according to the graph? At t equal to 5 seconds, distance is covered 20 meter. T equal to 10 seconds, distance is covered 20 means time is passing. Time is passing. Time 5 seconds, distance covered 20 meters. Time 10 seconds, distance covered 20 meters. Time 15 seconds, distance means object in at rest. So if somebody asks you what is the distance time graph for an object at rest, it will be a straight line parallel to time axis. Distance time graph for an object at rest is a straight line parallel to time axis. Have you understood this or any doubt is there? Everybody? Have you understood it or doubt is there? Reply quickly. Reply quickly. Have you understood it or doubt is there? Doubt. What doubt is there? Doubt say this is a time axis. Time in second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this is distance 5 meter, 10 meter, 15 meter. At time equal to 5 seconds, I saw the object has covered 20 meter. At time equal to 10 seconds, the object has covered 20 meter. At time equal to 15 seconds, the object is means time is passing and object is not moving, means object will be at what? Rest. Object will be at rest. Is it clear or still doubt is there? Reply. Is it clear or still doubt is there? Who have doubt? Rajkumar. Draw the graph. Write down in heading the distance time graph for an object at rest. Distance time graph for an object at rest, and then draw the graph. Distance time graph for an object at rest. Only how many students have done? 3 students. If you have done, all of you will reply. Then next, in this you write 1 point. The distance time graph, make points and write. Make points and write, everybody. The distance time graph is a straight line. The distance time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. The distance time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Distance time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Second point, the object does not change its position. The object does not change its position and it is not moving. The distance the object does not change its position and is not moving. The object does not change its position and is not moving. Is it clear? Is it clear? Reply. Then write. Next heading. Distance time graph for uniform motion. Distance time graph for uniform motion. Distance time graph for uniform motion. Have you written? Look here. Say, if time is 5 seconds and the object has covered 10 meters. In again, say first time, if the time is 5 seconds, object has covered 10 meters. Again, in next 5 seconds, object will cover how many meters? 20. Again, in next 5 seconds, the object will cover how many meters? 30 meters. So this is the graph of uniform motion. When an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, the motion of the object is said to be uniform. Means if in first 5 seconds the object is coming 10 meters, pay attention. In the first 5 seconds the object is coming 10 seconds. Again next 5 seconds will cover 20. Again next 5 seconds will cover 30. So motion of the object is said to be what? Uniform motion. And this slope of distance time graph represents slope or distance time graph represents speed, not constant speed. In this case, constant. Have you understood or doubt? Is there anybody? Have you all understood or doubt is there? Reply quickly. Have you understood or doubt is there? Then give the heading distance time graph for uniform motion and write it down. All of you write it down. All of you will write in fair copy. Don't write here and there. Is Aradhya present in class? Aradhya? Aradhya, are you there in the class? Aradhya Roy. Aradhya Roy, are you there in the class? Okay, very good. Hello? Hello? बैंक से फोन आ रहा था ना आज. हाँ? अच्छा, तो आइएगा तो जाइएगा. ठीक, बात पॉइंट पर. Then write on the points. Points will write in this equal distances. In this only you make points and write down the notes. Equal distances are covered in equal intervals of time. Equal distances are covered in equal intervals of time. First point, equal distances are covered in equal intervals of time. Equal distances are covered in equal intervals of time. Second point, the object moves at constant speed. The object moves at constant speed. Then next, the distance time graph for uniform motion. The distance time graph for uniform motion is a straight line. Distance time graph for uniform motion is a straight line that is inclined to the time axis. Distance time graph for uniform motion is a straight line that is inclined to time axis. Have you written up to here, everybody? Have you written up to here? Then we have second line, girl. Second line, the object moves at constant speed. The object moves at constant speed. See here, this is our time axis, this is your distance. Non-uniform motion, see initially speed was there, so the time passes, the speed increased. This is the road. So this is the speed. So this is the graph of increasing speed. This is the graph of decreasing speed. When it will decrease, that will be deceleration, and when speed will increase, that will be acceleration. Is the graph clear? Is the graph clear? Reply all of you. Is the graph clear? What graph I made on board, that is of increasing and this is of decreasing. Graph is clear. Very less students replying came. Where are other students? Now tell me one more thing. Do you want to study? Second case you did not get. See, second case you see. Time is this starting. Starting it rise. The graph is rising quickly, but as the time is passing, its distance is going on decreasing. Actually, the rate of its movement was very fast, but as the time is passing, the graph is becoming slow. Distance will become rising. Distance means speed is increasing, but as the time is passing, the speed is going on decreasing, and finally it will become perfect. In this case, you can see as the time is rising, that the speed is increasing, and it may rise too much. Is it clear, Aradhya? Aradhya, is it clear? Aradhya, is it clear? Now tell me, do you want me to teach only from NCERT or the notes? Generally, I did not used to give notes in the classroom because of lack of time. Because in one period we have to complete physics. See, we are in one chapter physics only, and we are taking there. Tell me quickly. Because you have been given notes right now during the class, and if you come for the as for NCERT, that will be simple. If I had taught by NCERT till now, the chapter would have been over. So what you all want, and how many minutes you or how many hours you study math from the school? Already reply, how many hours is your maths from the school? Or other reply, how many? What did you study? NCERT. Okay. Very good. 1 hour. One hour, how many questions you have solved in maths there? Aradhya? Aradhya, in 1 hour, how many questions you have solved? Okay. Means you are taking 10 minutes in one question approximately. Okay, then right now, velocity time graph. Write down everybody. Hello? आप दे बोलिए. कहाँ पे? वहाँ. एलन का मॉड्यूल. वो तो 10 क्वेश्चन बताए थे. गांधी मैदान में मिल जाएगा लेकिन खुला होगा तब ना. देख लीजिए. नहीं मेरे जानकारी में नहीं है. अभी नहीं खुला. बात करते हैं. He is wasting so useless. When I am wasting time there. When did I waste your time? This 9th class. 9th class. How I am wasting your time? Tell me. And this Neha, how I am wasting your time? Tell me. I am taking these questions, theory, doubts, data, each and everything is being clear. Who is wasting time? How is wasting time, Vishal? How is wasting time? Because see here, your 9th class is precious time. And keep in mind, each and every topic I am discussing many numericals there. If you're in class, it will not be. Okay, you're telling about him. I will tell you only one thing. Money can be recovered. Simple theory is there. You are a student there. Money can be recovered in future, but time cannot be recovered. If you are wasting time, that's your mistake. If you are wasting time anywhere, that's your mistake. I am helpless. But as far as science is concerned, you may what called refer to any school teacher, anywhere notes, all the things. Almost your NCERT and board, we are up to the mark. Theory is up to the mark, data is up to the mark, and numericals, if you are well and enough. And you know from where I am giving you numericals. I am giving you numericals not from general book. We are giving from Pearson. Your all the numericals what you are solving these days, that is from Pearson, and that is a highly qualified book. Well-known books it is there. If you are able to do that, naturally you will not face any NCERT. Only limited questions are there. In NCERT book, all of the lesson, only limited questions are there that we can do in 1 to 2 days. But you go to, if you want a deep depth knowledge, good knowledge, means you have studied 9th, you have to do little bit practice. That we are doing. And we have, seriously, I am telling you, you have very few months left. Try to solve, do focus on self-study. Doubts are there, you can discuss. So, now tell me what to do. Velocity. Who will tell this? Vishal, tell me velocity is scalar quantity or vector quantity? Vishal. Vishal, is velocity is scalar quantity or vector quantity? Reply, all of you can reply there. You all are free to reply. Velocity is scalar quantity or vector quantity? Velocity is vector quantity. Why it is a vector quantity? Why it is a vector quantity? Reply, why velocity is a vector quantity? Why velocity is a vector quantity? Reply, I have taught everybody yes. It has both magnitude plus direction. Ashish, you have become clever, good, because it has both magnitude as well as direction, so it is a vector quantity. So now distance time graph is over. Now we'll focus on velocity time graph. And actually, the 10th class I'm receiving homework on my WhatsApp. But I'm not taking ninth class because you can imagine you are how many students there. And all of you will send even 10 pages each. 50 students are there. 500 pages per day I have to read. So I will give, and if it's necessary there, I give the number, but no unnecessary message, no anything, only related to studies you can ask or discuss, and that also when I complete the chapter then. See, write down first velocity time graph, because some students are good. Some students in which class? Ninth class are good. Means those who are coming regularly, they are giving like that. That is Rajkumar, Aradhya, Vishal, Pandey, Akriti, and some more are there. Isita, they are regularly attending the class. Means those who are attending the class, their homework at least I can see what they are doing. Are they having any difficulties? Some questions, numerical, some trouble is there. You can discuss. You are free to do that, but no unnecessarily disturbance, because I have per day I have means hundreds and hundreds of questions from different classes. So only required that you can message. Then tell me what is velocity time graph. If somebody will ask you what is velocity time graph, what will you see? The plot of the plot between velocity and time showing variation as the time passes, and the velocity of an object changes or remains constant, that particular plot is called which plot? Velocity time graph. Write down everybody. Velocity time graph for a moving body. Velocity time graph for a moving body shows velocity time graph for a moving body shows variation in velocity. Velocity time graph for a moving body shows variation in velocity with time. Velocity time graph for a moving body shows variation in velocity with time. With time for an object moving in a straight line. For an object moving in a straight line. For an object moving in a straight line. In this graph, time is plotted on. In this graph, time is plotted on x-axis. In this graph, time is plotted on x-axis and velocity is plotted on y-axis. Time is plotted on x-axis and velocity is plotted on y-axis. So we'll keep that's all for today. And everybody have a good day. Give your attendance and then the class will be over. Everybody try to learn what is being taught daily. Try not to waste your time. That is the first condition. All of you don't waste your time unnecessarily. Good day.